Operation Essential Shield. In the aftermath of 9/11 and the subsequent transformation of NATO's role in global security, the alliance expanded its operations beyond traditional borders to confront new, asymmetric threats. Terrorism, cyber attacks, and weapons of mass destruction became top concerns. Among the missions born from this era of transformation was Operation Essential Shield, a multi-domain defensive initiative designed to protect NATO assets, personnel, and critical infrastructure from emerging threats that could bypass conventional warfare. Launched in the early 2000s, Operation Essential Shield was less about a battlefield and more about building an invisible wall, one that could intercept terrorism, deter sabotage, and defend against unconventional attacks on bases, command centers, and supply routes. It was a layered defense program encompassing physical security, cyber defense, intelligence coordination, and counterterrorism measures across NATO's operational footprint, particularly in volatile zones like Afghanistan and the Balkans. At its core, Essential Shield was about force protection. NATO troops deployed in conflict zones were increasingly vulnerable, not just to direct attacks, but to IEDs, suicide bombers, insider threats, and infiltration of logistics channels. Essential Shield brought together military engineers, intelligence analysts, electronic warfare units, and counterintelligence operatives to construct defensive perimeters around bases, deploy early warning systems, and create secure communication networks. This mission introduced sophisticated biometric identification at base entry points, real-time surveillance using UAVs and perimeter sensors, and hardened bunkers designed to withstand indirect fire. It also included training local allied forces in base defense and security procedures, further reinforcing NATO's role as both a protector and partner. Operation Essential Shield extended to cyber protection as well. As NATO bases and missions increasingly relied on digital infrastructure, Essential Shield deployed cyber teams to monitor for intrusion attempts, patch vulnerabilities, and conduct digital forensics in the aftermath of cyber incidents. These capabilities weren't just reactive, they were preemptive, ensuring that command networks couldn't be disabled in a crisis. Perhaps most critically, the operation created an intelligence-sharing platform across NATO's theater commands. It connected field operatives with analysts at NATO headquarters and partner agencies, enabling rapid dissemination of threat intelligence, behavioral red flags, and surveillance data. That network helped prevent attacks before they happened, and protected lives in environments where trust could vanish in an instant. Operation Essential Shield wasn't flashy or offensive. It didn't involve tanks rolling into cities or jets streaking across skies, but it was vital. It safeguarded the logistics chains that fed troops, the servers that carried orders, and the walls that protected lives. It was the quiet, vigilant guardian that made everything else, combat operations, reconstruction missions, peacekeeping efforts, possible. In an era where the line between front lines and home bases had blurred, Essential Shield defined a new kind of warfare, one that wasn't won by advancing, but by enduring. One that didn't draw glory, but ensured survival. And in the shadows of every NATO operation, it stood firm, essential, invisible, and unbreakable.